Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. We go to Apronio, another method, classification of Atita, Anagata, Pachupana. So you have paragraph number here, 26, dispel of delusion. Atita, Anagata, Pachupanas are also classified into four. Classify in four ways here. Number one, Atta, extent. Number two, continuity, sandati. Number three, period, samaya. Number four, moment, khana. So Atita, Anagata, Pachupana can be divided in four ways: by way of Atta, by way of sandati, by way of samaya, and by way of khana. So here the division by way of sandati is the same with above the classification. So in the case of a single existence of one being, previous to rebirth is past, subsequent to death is future, between rebirth and the death consciousness is present. So the same thing with the Suttata method. Now we go to, according to continuity, that which has like origination by a single kind of temperature. Eka, yeah. Sabhaga eka udusmothana. Sabhaga, the eka, sabhaga eka udusmothana. Single udusmothana. Sabhaga, same here. Origination by a single kind of temperature. Udu. Origination by a single kind of nutriment. Though it occurs successively, is present. So the udu e ahara here. Udu e ahara. So single kind of temperature. So the matters which are produced by temperatures may arise continuously there. So this process, this continuity is present. Before this continuity, it is past. The continuity is future. So according to the here single kind of temperature, all the matters must be produced by temperature here. The temperature produced matter arises here continuously. In the same way, the nutriment produced matter also arises continuously. That process is present. If they arise continuously, they are present. Before this process, before this continuity, that is past. After this, the matter will arise after this process is the future. So that which previous to that was like origination by temperature, and nutriment is past. Like origination here. Vibhaṅga utu ahara samutthana. Sabhaga, the same origination. Vibhaṅga, not the same origination. They are like origination by temperature, by nutriment. So what kind of rupa is that? So like origination. So we have the rupa. In the rupa also we have process. Not only nama has process, but the rupa also has process. So temperature produce matter process, nutriment produce matter process. So they have their own process. The process that this arises is process. So the previous process is past. So we say alike origination by temperature. So the difference here, the temperature produce matter process, and nutriment produce matter process. They are different. The temperature produce matter process. Single temperature produce matter process. The alike temperature produce matter process. So there are two temperature produce matter process here. So before this, the other temperature produce matter must be produced by another reason, another condition. For example, the temperature produce matter, when you classify the matter according to four conditions, you will see there like a kama samutthana rupa, kama pajja samutthana rupa, kama pajja utu samutthana rupa, and so. So they are, some are the same process, some are not the same. Bona consciousness has its origination in one cognitive series. See the bona consciousness, that which is bona consciousness. Jeta samutthana rupa. It has its origination in one cognitive series, viti. Here they refer to Pajadwara viti. The matter arises in the process of Pajadwara viti. That means when you have Pajadwara viti, before Pajadwara viti, you may have Manodwara viti. After Pajadwara viti, you have Manodwara viti. That's sure. The Nuvodika Manodwara viti, we say. So the matter that arises in the process of Pajadwara viti is present. The matter that arises before, arose before the matter process of a Pajadwara viti is past. So the matter that will arise in Manodwara viti after Pajadwara viti is future. So here we say, we refer to Pajadwara viti, where we say origination in one cognitive series. We refer to Pajadwara viti here, viti, Pajadwara viti. It was a portion, Javana. This refer to Manodwara viti. Manodwara viti can arise many times, you know. So the present Manodwara viti is present. This was the matter arises in the presence of Manodwara viti is present. Before that, the matter before this Manodwara viti, the past, the matter after this Manodwara viti, those matter also, that matter process also arise, the arises in Manodwara viti. So Manodwara viti can be many. So the present the matter in the present Manodwara viti is present. So previous Manodwara viti is past. The subsequent Manodwara viti is the future. So the process of matter is classified in this way. A portion here referred to Manodwara viti. The matter the continuity of the matter or the process of the matter arising in non-duality. There is one attainment. This one referred to the jhana samadhi, where you are attaining or where you are entering into the first jhana. So sometimes you may remain there for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So the matter, the process of the matter arises there many times, many processes of the matter. If you obtain the first jhana for 1 hour, the matter that arises within 1 hour is present. Before that is past. After that is future. Here the matter, we are talking about the matter, the process of the matter.
So Sayadaw. Yeah, so here I have a question about this.
Yes.
So eka viti and eka chawana and eka samapatti. So when we say, so as you said, when we say eka viti, it refers to the panchadwara viti, right? Yes. So we consider all of the rupas arisen within that viti to be present, right?
Yes.
Or so the viti is going to be the mean to measure the time.
Yes.
Or because, for example, so, let's say, for example, let's take the Chakkudwara viti, and then let's say it ends with the Tadaramana, for example. Then at the last Tadaramana, right, that citta is going to produce rupa, right? But then we know that rupa is going to last 17 mind moments, right? But so within that Chakkudwara viti, then all of those rupa is considered as present. But I mean, after the Tadaramana citta ceases, then what about the rupa that are produced by that Tadaramana? I mean, the viti is already end, but that rupa is still going on. So are we going to consider that rupa that's still going on present?
We need to take until the end of the viti, Vibhaṅga up to Vibhaṅga. So there is only the one aspect of the matter. It lasts for 70 thought moment only. That matter, the matter that lasts for 70 thought moments is present here.
So even though the Tadaramana is no longer there, but the rupa is still going on, and we still consider that rupa present,
Yes, we have to take all the rupa. We have to take all the rupa there. The process of the rupa, until it ceases.
I see. Okay. But and then so if we consider it this way, then what about the rupa that are produced by the Vibhaṅga after that viti?
That is the rupa will be past. Future rupa.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So only the rupa process within Pajara viti is in a Pajara viti is present. After that, it will be future. So is here classifying according to the one viti process only.
I see.
So if one a partial here javana, when we say javana, eka javana we refer to manodara viti.
Okay. Thank you.
If one attainment referred to jhana samapatti, phala samapatti, nirodha samapatti, any attainment there. The process, if the attainment, the rupa process arising in the attainment is present here.
I see.
Doesn't matter how long is it, doesn't matter. maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe 7 days. In Nirodha Samapatti, you have 7 days.
Yeah.
The matter also arises there. We say Kamacha Rupa, Uduja Rupa, even some Ahara Rupa, Haraja Rupa. So all those matter arises within Nirodha Samapattis are present. Before this Nirodha Samapatti, the matter process is past. After that, the matter that will arise after Nirodha Samapatti is future. So this is the classification of the matter.
But Sayadaw, for the Eka Samapatti here, we have the word Jitaja. It applies to Jitaja Rupa only, right, Sayadaw?
Eka Samapatti?
Yes, because it have here Eka Viti, Eka Jagwana, Eka Samapatti, Samuttanang. But I mean before that it has the Jitajang. So this is only classification for the Jitaja Rupa only, right? Sayadaw?
If we take Jitaja Rupa, we need to take Jhana Samapatti only. Because Jhana Samapatti, the Jhana produces matter there.
Yeah.
Any Nirodha Samapatti, if we take Nirodha Samapatti, so there will be no Jitaja Rupa.
Right.
But Nirodha Samapatti also can be taken or can be classified into present, the past, present, the future. But if we say here, the Pali, Eka Vitika, Eka Samapatti Samutthana Pajupana. Eka Samapatti, one Samapatti. So Apana Viti, he say Apana Viti. So we have to take Jhana Samapatti. Eka Samapatti Samutthana. If we consider the matter produced by Samapatti or the matter produced by the Jhana, if we consider so, we need to take only Jhana Samapatti here.
What about Phala Samapatti, Sayadaw?
Phala Samapatti also possible.
I see. Okay.
Any Apana Samapatti. But if we take, we also contain the Nirodha Samapatti. But here, Eka Samapatti Samutthana, according to this word, according to this. So Nirodha Samapatti is not considered here. But we can consider Nirodha Samapatti, according to my opinion.
I see.
So with the Nirodha Samapatti, the attainment of Nirodha, there are also matter.
Yes.
So we had to classify this matter, which one is present, which one is past, which one is future. We can take also two. So Eka Samapatti Samutthana, according to my idea, not only Jetaja Rupa, but also Kamaja Rupa, Uduja Rupa, Haraja Rupa should be taken.
I see. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
This is my opinion, because it is mentioned only Eka Samapatti Samutthana.
Yeah.
But Sarah, before that we have Jetaja.
Oh yes, Jetaja. Eka Samapatti Samutthana, we had Jetaja Rupa there.
I mean, when we have to take the Jetaja Eka Samapatti Pajupana.
Yes, within the matter arises Eka Samapatti is present. So for example,
yes, I mean in that sense we cannot take the Nirodha Samapatti.
Yes, according to this word, this Pali, we cannot take Nirodha Samapatti. But you also need to classify, you see, the matter, whether it is past, present, future, any time. But if you take Nirodha Samapatti, if you enjoy Nirodha Samapatti, so your matter also can be past, present, future. So in this case, you need to classify which matter is present, which matter is past, which matter is future, where you are taking Nirodha Samapatti.
Yes, Sayadaw, what I think is that because before this Jitaja classification, we also have the classification for the Utuja Rupa and Aharaja Rupa. So should we consider that classification? Right? Because before this, I mean, we also have the Utuja Rupa and Aharaja Rupa, and those rupas are already classified. So now we are in the category of Chittaja Rupa.
How about Kamaja Rupa?
Kamaja
Rupa is not mentioned here.
So next is there's no special division for the Kama.
Kamaja Rupa, yes. So during Nirodha Samapatti, there are many Kamaja Rupa arise. See, during Nirodha Samapatti, Kamaja Rupa arises a process. So because we need to take also, we need to count, we need to classify whether the matter arises during Nirodha Samapatti, whether they are past, present, future. We should classify. If we classify, we have to classify, the matter arising during Nirodha Samapatti are present. Before the future, before the past, after the future.
But then, so according to the commentary, does that mean that when we classify the rupa according to the santati, we don't classify Kamaja Rupa?
Oh, yes.
Is that what it means,
Kamaja Rupa, that means yes, I got the reason there before.
Here they kamu samuthanasa pati yekang sandati vasena adida adibedo nati.
Oh, yes. At that paragraph.
Yes.
Kama samuthanasa padika sadati vasena adida adibedo nati. Tesa nye wapana utu aharajita samuthana upadapaka vasena tasa adida adibedo. So kama samuthana, this matter always arise continuously. That's why, that's why we cannot classify as present, future, past, because it arises continuously, not like a Uruja Rupa, Araja Rupa, Jatja Rupa. Jatja Rupa not always arise. Uruja Rupa also not always arise. The Haraja Rupa also not always arise, like a Kamaja. Kamaja Rupa, through our life, you see, it arises all the time. Yes. So we don't need to classify the matter as past, future, present according to Kamaja Rupa. Okay, thank you. So you have the here Udu Aharajita Samuthanana Upatabaka Vasena Dasa Adidadi Pero. So the classification of the Rupa as Adita Anagata Pajupana according to Udu Ahara Jeta Samuthana Rupa. The Kamaja Rupa cannot be the process of Kamaja Rupa cannot be changed like Utuja, Jerija, Aharaja. That's why Kamaja Rupa is not considered to be the past, the future, and the present. We go to paragraph number 29. According to period, any period among the periods, such as 1 minute, 1 morning, 1 evening, 1 day, 1 night, etc., which occurs as a continuity is called present. Previous is the past, subsequent is future. This one very obvious, no? So 1 minute, the matter arises with the 1 minute is present. Before this, past. So after this will be future. 1 minute, 1 morning. The matter arises in the morning. The matter arises before the morning. The matter arises afternoon. We have to classify into 3 periods. If we consider the matter arises in the morning is present, so the matter arises before the morning, before dawn. The matter arises before dawn, we say past. The matter that will arise in afternoon, we call future. The morning, evening. So morning, evening. If the morning is the evening. If we say morning matter, evening matter. If we consider morning matter as past, so the matter at noon is present. The matter at evening is future. Day and night. So if we separate the matter day and night, so before that is present. So now our matters are the present, the day present, the night, last night, the matter past, coming night, the matter will be future, day and night. So the matter process here, the continuity of the matter according to the time, according to the period. We can classify the matter as Atita, Anagata, Pachupana. That's obvious. Now we go to the moment, which is included in the triune of moments beginning with the arising called present. This one more obvious. So one moment, we consider the present matter arises in one moment. So before this moment, all the matter arose before past. After this moment, all the matter that will arise future. So very simple. So present, here three moments, all three moments is present. Before this, past. After this will be future. This is all obvious. So furthermore here, so we have classifying the matter as Atita, Anagata, Pachupana in 4 ways already. Furthermore, that whose functions, whose function or cause and whose function or condition have elapsed is past. So how do you understand this? Hetu and the Hetu, the Pachya. Hetu referred to the producer condition. Pachya referred to the supported condition. Producer condition, supported condition. So these conditions has been in the past. So that is past. That means they perform their function. They have performed their function. So the producer cause and the supported condition, these two have performed their function. That is past. So we are classifying the matter here. So the function of cause, the function of condition has elapsed. Has elapsed, we say. So how do you understand? Here the materiality there, who's the function of Janaka Upatavaka has happened. So Janaka, the matter, has two functions here. Produces function and supported function. Like for example, the first Vibhaṅga. The first Vibhaṅga, you have Uddhacca Rupa there. Uddhacca Rupa produces another Uddhacca Rupa. See? Uddhacca Rupa produces another Uddhacca Rupa. Kamacca Rupa produces another Kamacca Rupa. So the Rupa produces another matter. Then some other Rupa, like a Ahara Rupa, support the other matter to produce their cause. So produces condition or produces cause is for the cause. The matter that has performed it produces cause. The matter that has performed it function or supported. Those matter is past. If they have performed their function, they are past. If they have not performed their function, that is future. That is future. But they have performed here. They have function. They have finished. They have finished performing the function. The janaka, the matter. They have performed. They have the finished performing a function, but not have finished performing a function or supporting. Have finished the function of producing, but not have finished the perform or supporting. That is present. It has performed a function, but it has not performed a supported function. Here you have producing function, supported function. It has finished its producing function, but not finished the supported function. This matter is called present. The matter not finished it both function. The function of producer, the function of supported. That is anatta. You got it? Very difficult.
Yeah, may I have a question?
Oh, please.
So Sayadaw said teacher, in the thought process, the first Vibhaṅga, so U Tejinda will arise, right? But first moment, second moment, and third moment, that is Vibhaṅga, we consider as mind. Why is not international Chitta Charuba is not right? And the Kama Charuba? Because Kama Charuba, so that is
a I consciousness process, you mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Of course,
so
of course. Some of the...
Yeah. Yeah. That's a new thought process. So it should be the Kama Charuba and Chitta Charuba you arrive together. It's supposed for new existence. Yeah. So my idea like this. So.
Yeah, it's the first it's the beginning of the life, you mean? But this is the Vibhaṅga.
Yes, yes.
A Vibhaṅga, at the moment of Vibhaṅga. So
because we consider Vibhaṅga is at the mind. So why is Chitta Charuba still not arrive here at this moment?
Which moment?
First Vibhaṅga. So
of course, at the present moment, Chitta Rupa is there. It produces a rupa at the present moment. The first Vibhaṅga.
Yeah. So I just heard it's used. The Sayadaw said that is U Tejinda, right? I didn't hear you consider about the Chitta Charuba and Kama Charuba.
Oh, yes, yes. So Kama Charuba, the arises at every moment. Study through the arising moment of this study, change the dissolution moment of Sabati Chitta, the before duty. So Kama Charuba arises at every moment. But Chitta, at the moment of the first Parisati Chitta, you have present, past, future. The Chitta is strong at the moment of arising for Jeta. So Jeta produces the matter at the moment of arising. But at the moment present, the rupa there, they produce the matter. Uduja rupa. Uduja rupa is produced at the moment present. But Jetija rupa is produced at the moment of arising.
Yeah. So yeah. I got it. Thank you, Sarah.
Hi, Sayadaw. May I have a question about the so now we talked about the Pacchajata, right? So we know that for Pacchajata, then the condition, I mean the Paccaya Dhammas are the rupa. Some of them, yeah, of course, if there are more, but let's talk about the rupa. So the Paccaya Dhamma are the rupa, and the Paccayupanna Dhamma are the cittas, right? But the citta will arrive first, and then the rupa will arrive later. So in this case, then even though the rupa is not there yet, but it's already performed the function which is supporting the citta of reason before it. So how should we consider it in this case? So because when it supports the citta to arise, so the function is performed first before it arises. So when it arises, should we consider it as past rupa?
Pacchajata, you mean Pacchajata?
Yes.
Pacchajata, Pacchajata, Jeta Jetasika arise later. Rupa arise first. Yeah. Pacchajata. Rupa arises first. Jeta Jetasika arise later. So for the the existence of the matter, the Jeta Jetasika that will arise later support. Or the rupa is there already, but Jeta Jetasika will arise later. But the Jeta Jetasika, because of the Jeta Jetasika, rupas are there. Jeta Jetasika arise later. Rupa arise first. But Jeta Jetasika support the rupa to be existent. What do you mean?
Maybe I missed. So it's just so I have a maybe between the Pacchajata and Purejata. So which one has the citta arising first and the rupa arising later? So do we have a situation where the citta arises first and the rupa arises later, and then the rupa supports the citta?
Pacchajata, Jeta Jetasika Dhamma, Purejata sa imasa kayasa. Please, okay.
So yeah. So do we have a situation where the citta arises first, and then the rupa arises later, but the rupa supports the citta? It arises later, but it supports the citta.
Yes. Like Chakhayarana, Chakhuvinyana Dhatuya, in this case, Chakhayarana arises first before Chakhuvinyana Dhatu. So this Chakhayarana is support the arising of Chakhuvinyana.
So if that's the case, then the rupa supports the citta that has arisen before it, which means here we're talking about the gicca, so the function. So it supports something that arisen before it. So when we talk about this, so it looks like the gicca is already done. So should we consider that rupa is past according to this classification?
The rupas, no, the rupas still exist here. So according after they perform their function, they dissolved. So when they are performing their function, they are present. But when they have performed their function, they are no more present. They are dissolved already. So when they have performed their function, they are atita.
Okay.
So we confuse with the rupa. Here we have to consider only about rupa. We should not confuse rupa and nama there. Puricada, pachachada. So they have different function here. So here the function of the rupa. The rupa, there are two kinds of rupa. One rupa produces the cause. The produces the cause. One rupa supported produce. We have the matter here. Support produce. Function or cause, function or condition here. Produces cause is supported cause.
Yes.
Produce.
So does that mean so this sentence means that if a rupa whose producing function or the supporting function is already done, then it should be considered as past. So we should consider the function of the rupa in order to determine whether or not that rupa is past, present, or future.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Sayadaw. I'll think more about this. Thank you, Sayadaw.
This one you need to think. You see, you need to think again and again.
Yeah.
This one you see a little bit confused. So you go there. Alternatively, at the moment of its own function, it is present. Previous to that is past. Subsequent is future. At the moment of its own function, it is present. At the moment they perform their function is present. This one clear. Any matter with they perform their function, they are present. If they have performed their function, they are no more present. If they haven't performed their function, they are future. This one more clear. And here, only the exposition beginning with the moment is literal, nepriyaya. And the rest are figurative, priyaya, sapriyaya. Here the literal exposition is intended. So the literal method, we have literal method, figurative method. So literal method is considered this khandhavibhaṅga, only literal method, nepriyaya. So what is literal method here? What is figurative method? Literal method here beginning with the moment. So we had to classify the matter as atita, anatta, pajjupana according to the moment only. The others are not to be considered. Even we classified the matter as atita, anatta, pajjupana in many ways. We do not take all those ways. We will take here only nepriyaya one way. So where we classify the matter as atita, anatta, pajjupana, here we have to classify according to Abhidhamma method only. So this is the conclusion. Before we say there are two methods, Suttanta method, Abhidhamma method. So Abhidhamma method is to be considered, we said. Here, this conclusion also the same. Even though there are many methods, many ways to classify the matter as atita, anatta, pajjupana. But here, it is a matter aggregate. We need to classify the matter as atita, anatta, pajjupana accorded with the moment only, accorded with Abhidhamma method only. Is it? Here, the literal exposition is intended. So we have to classify the matter here only by way of moment or only by way of Abhidhamma. Eternal dies. Here the remark is given in paragraph 32. The words in the exposition of eternal die have the meaning as stated above. In the exposition of eternal triad. So Ajadika Nedesa, Ajadika Nedesa, Matika. Cross and so have the meaning as stated in the commentary for the materiality session. So you can have the eternal external. Cross is subtle. Here, these two pairs will not be explained in detail because these two pairs has been explained in Dhammasangani, the Athasalini Athakta. So you have Ajada Baheda. What is Ajada? What is Baheda? We say here, what's all matter is called Ajada, according to Pali. So Ajada and Baheda, these two. What is Ajada? What is Baheda? So Athasalini, the expositor, you have learned already, and the expositor, 4 kinds of Ajada, personal, 4 kinds of personal. The personal is field, say, Gojara Ajada. Gojara Ajada. That's referred to the object, the kasina object. Where you are practicing, where you are developing jhana, you have to contemplate on the kasina object. That kasina object is called Gojara Ajada. That is Ajada, eternal, not personal. The Ajada we translate personal. That personal a feed, we say Gojara Ajada, personal a feed. So referring to the kasina object, meditation object. When you take meditation object, you take meditation object, or you even take Nibbana, that is Ajada. The portion of a field we say Ajada, Gojara Ajada. So you have Niyaka Ajada. Niyaka Ajada, like a jhana, personal as reference we say, like a jhana. Jhana, you observe jhana, the jhana that arises in your ministry. That is called Ajada jhana. Like you remember the Ajada Kaya Kaya Nupasi Viharati, Baheda Kaya Kaya Nupasi Viharati, Ajada Vedana Su Vedana Nupasi Viharati, Baheda Vedana Su Vedana Nupasi Viharati, Ajada Jete Su Jeta Nupasi Viharati, Baheda Jete Su Jeta Nupasi Viharati, Ajada Dhame Su Dhamma Nupasi, Baheda Dhame Su Dhamma Nupasi Viharati. In that case, the object of Satipadana is also called the Ajada. Your own Ajada. Ajada Kaya Nupasi. Your Ajada. That Ajada is called Niyaka Ajada. Personal is a reference. No? The Ajada, the object of Satipatthana or the jhana, all these are called Ajada. The Ajada Jada, just personal, Ajada Jada. Here where we classify Ajada Dhamma, we classify according to eternal, the eternal ayatana basis. So cha ajadikani ayatanani. This Ajada is called Ajada Jada. Ajada Jada. So just personal referred to Ajadika Yarana. So the Pali. So Ajada, how many matters there are called Ajada? Remember Pali? Pali. Oh, this was a problem. This was a problem. Vibhaṅga. Vibhaṅgapāḷi. Suttantabhājanīyaṃ method. Ajata, what is Chataro Mahabuddha? Chatunaja Mahabuddhana Upadaya Rupa. So Ajata. So Ajata Jata referred to the eternal basis, 6 eternal basis. This is the last Ajata, Visya Jata. This Ajata referred to Sunyata, personal enrich. It is translated as personal enrich. So Sunyata, Visya me here, the object, the Sunyata plus Mapati, the object. The object, the plus Mapati arises in one, a arahat. Here, arising a Sunyata plus Mapati arises at the arahat, arises at the Buddha, with the Buddha it joins Sunyata plus Mapati. That is called, this Ajata is called Visya Jata, because it is also one of the personals. But here, what are the Ajata should we take here? Niyaka Jata or Ajata Jata? Ajata, what Ajata should we take? Hello?
Yes, Sayadaw.
Ajata here, we have Ajata. What kind of Ajata should we take among the 4?
We take the Ajatas. No?
Ajata Jata referred to the 6 eternal bases. So 6 eternal bases, what are the 6 eternal bases? Chakhayarana, Sodayarana, Kanayarana, Jivayana, Kayayana, Uddhavayarana. So in that case, we have only 6. But their corresponding matter, if we take their corresponding matter, like a Rupa, Saragara, Rasa, Puttava, we can take corresponding matter. So we do not get all. So if we take Niyakajata, how about Niyakajata? Niyakajata, the object of the object of Satipatthana. The object of Satipatthana can be 3 kinds of realities. Chaita, Charisika, Rupa. Kaya, the Kayanupassana Satipatthana, the object of Kayanupassana Satipatthana could be all kinds of Rupa. Is it? So should we take Niyaka Jata? Niyakan, the Pali says here, Niyakan. We need to take Niyaka Jata. When we say Ajatika Tika, we take Ajata, we take Ajata Jata as Ajata there. Ajata Bhaida. But here also we need to take Ajata Jata. If it is say 6 eternal basis, any matter that arises in us, we need to take as Ajata Jata. So Ajata here, you take Ajata Jata. Bhaida, you take the external matter compared to eternal matter. Compared to external matter, our matter is eternal matter. Compared to our matter, for the other person, their matter is the Ajata, our matter is Bhaida. Ajata wa Bhaida wa. Then Olarika wa Sukumawa. Olarika Sukuma. Olarika Sukuma. Olarika Sukuma also has to be explained. Olarika Sukuma. Here we need to discuss about Hina Panida. Hina Panida. So Hina Panida. Paragraph number 36. We have to go to 36. So all the other you read by yourself there. What is Hina? What is Panida? So 36. You have Sapati Virahato. Sapati Virahato. It is described because of absence of success. So the way we classify the signable is signable object, agreeable, describable object. So we need to classify according to its success. So ekatina samuthana is akusala kama samuthana. Anita kama samuthana is kama samuthana, the matter produced by kusala kama, the matter produced by akusala kama. Amadi kama samuthana. Akusala kama samuthana. Here anita rupa or hina rupa refer to the matters that produced by akusala kama. Akada sukhasa ahetu bhavato, because it is akada, not describable, pleasant. Akada sukhasa ahetuka bhavato. So it is not the cause of sukha. Amnapa. It is not. It is the cause of dukkha. Amnapa. So rupasada ima rupasadati itamasa sabhava tivana. So that is the enumeration of the hina matter. Ima samay hipate akusala kamacha wasena anita paja kamakuna vipata. Here anita is classifying the anita here is classifying with the 5 causal sexual pleasures that produced by akusala kama. So any matter that produced by akusala kama is called hina here. Rupasada gara 5 sexual pleasure. The 5 sexual pleasure that's produced by akusala kama is called hina. Kusala kama chapana anitana manati. There is no describable 5 sexual pleasure that are produced by kusala kama. Whatever 5 sexual pleasure produced by kusala kama is good. It's panida, is superior. Now the result of good karma is superior. The result of bad karma is inferior. There is no inferior matters that are produced by good karma. So any matter that are produced by good karma is superior. Sabba eta mewa. All the matter that are produced by kusala karmas are superior, are panida, not hina. So hina panida, in this case, the matter that are produced by akusala karmas is inferior. The matter that are produced by kusala karma is superior. So very simple to distinguish what is hina, what is panida, what is inferior, what is superior. The matter produced by akusala karma is inferior, hina. The matter that is produced by kusala karma is superior, panida. Very simple. Okay. The time is up, and it's time to stop. 5:59. Okay, let's conclude the class by saying Buddha Sasana Jira Detetu. Buddha Sasana Jira Detetu. Buddha Sasana Jira Detetu. Buddha Sasana Jira Detetu. Sadhu. Sadhu. Sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Good day for you.
Thank you so
so
much.
much, Sayadaw.
Okay.